So hello guys, today I'm going to do the third part of this video series. So in this part I'm doing the CI/CD pipeline. So in a place that I will do. So in the last session I told you that in this session I'm going to set the variables that you can set for example, different version of the API on the CI/CD pipeline. So it means that the DevOps engineer can play with, for example, okay, which version to deploy, okay, for example, version 1 or version or 2 or those kind of things, okay. So without further ado, let's go to the code. However, before I go to the code, I want to say one thing. I made some mistakes, okay, in the previous session that I'm going to show you first. Actually, in the previous session, this React app publish, okay. So it was not like this, okay. It was publish API version. So this is my bad. So this one's supposed to be React app publish, okay. So this one I forgot, okay. So this one I fixed it. Even in the blog is already fixed, okay. So this one, the first problem. So this one, as like all the other one, they have a blog. I haven't posted yet, but at the moment that this one is published, this one will be posted. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm not going to do it because the main concern for this tutorial is not the CI/CD pipeline, those kind of thing. The main concern is to how to set up the React, Redux, this kind of thing. So this one is only a for demo. So I just explained to you roughly that what's going on, okay? And for make this thing work, I spent tremendous amount of time. There was some issue that later I will tell you that what is the issue, but it took me at least six hours to fix to find out what's the problem. So I create okay. So the first thing that you have to do is that inside the package.json, you have to set the home page because we want to publish this website to the GitHub pages. So you have to set the thing to the relative path. Okay. So the all the resources, for example, all the assets, the website know that, for example, have to read it from where and those kind of things. So yeah, so this one regarding this. Next thing that it is regarding the deployment. So as you know, so for under the .github workflows, you have to create a deploy. Okay, so this one is all written also inside the blog that I'm gonna share with you. So over there, you have to create this GitHub action. Okay, so the GitHub action, let's demystify what this GitHub action he does. Okay, so every time we push it on the branch master, this thing it will be triggered. Okay, so we would have two variables. Okay, so these two variables, if you don't set it by default inside the GitHub, by default they would be one. Okay, so this one is a normal procedure setting, just setting up. What's happening? Yeah. So this one is a normal procedure. So just setting up the Ubuntu and, for example, setting the nodes, so normal stuff, and after that installing the dependencies. Okay. So here you have a little bit of layers. Okay. So this is a place that you are building you are building the package. Okay. So you are building the what they call it, React app. Okay. So here we have to set the environment variables. Okay. So I had a lot of issue with this thing. It was not behaving as I expected. So this is the reason you see I echoed the thing over there. Originally I was thinking that the issue is first of all, this one I made a mistake. So this one, it was obvious one, but isn't that supposed to have a React app? Okay. But after that, I see that it's not working. So I was thinking that the issue is this one, but the issue was not this one. There was another issue that later I will gonna show you. Okay. But okay, so this one is a React app. So every time, for example, you do this environment variables will be set. So after that, in the code also we said that he read this environment variable to select that which API version he used. And after doing that, he will build the package. After building the package, okay, so now everything is in the folder build, right? So what he does is that the next thing that is we do is that we are creating the branch called GH Pages, okay, and after that we use the token that it is our GitHub token, and what we do is that we just push our build to this package directly. Okay, quite straightforward. Okay, but this one it took me a while originally, because originally I was using the normal procedure, because I didn't have I was normal procedure that they mention in the internet. Normally they don't have the variables and those kind of thing, so it was not working. After that, this one is more manual, so it's more custom. You have more um, how to say that, you have more flexibility doing this compared to using the packages. For example, package from the npm does not have the flexibility that I needed. So this is the reason that I'm doing the thing manual. Okay. So okay, so this one done. So the next thing that it is that when you go to the GitHub, your GitHub repository. Okay, so this one is, let's go there. Go to the repositories. Under the repository, you have to go to the setting. Okay, so this one is very important. Under the setting, you have to go to the environments. Okay, and inside the environments, sorry, you have to go under secrets, and after that actions. Under the actions, under the variables, you have to set up your variable React app publish. Here is a place that you are telling them that, okay, for example, which version you want, the version 1 or you want the version 2, this kind of thing. This is a place that you have to tell them. Okay, but for that guy to be able to push, okay, push the things to the master. Okay, so you have to do a little bit of Tai Chi. Oh, okay. So I find it out. So another thing that it is that also you have to give the permission to the GitHub action to push to the guy. Okay. So the place that you do that is under actions, and after that general. Okay. So for that one, you have to let the workflow permission. So you have to give a read-write access to the workflow permission. Okay. So it's almost everything is set up. It means that we already have the permission. Okay. We already set up the environmental variables that they were here. Okay, so we already set up the environment variables. Everything was already done. So the next thing that you have to do is just you have to just push to the master. Okay, so the moment that you push to the master, the entire thing would be triggered. Okay, so this one is all done, so it's all good. Okay, so the moment that you push to the master, what will happen is that he will come to here and he will do the page, not this one is after. So what he will do is that he will come to here, and then he will do the building. Okay, so if you have any issues, for example, just like me right now, you can here come and, for example, check the variables, they are okay. After that, the building is done, and after that, the deployment is done or not. Okay, so the moment that this thing is done, okay, if you go to the code, okay, originally there is no GH pages here, but the moment that you do the push, okay, these GH pages, it will be appear. Okay, and this is very important. You check that they are updated. Okay, because for example, the issue that since the beginning of this video I was talking about, it was that when we push the thing, these pages was not updated for the after the first time. Okay, so there was an issue that after the first time this thing was not getting updated, so that was a big problem that I'm keep talking about. But never mind. So this one you just keep in mind. Okay, so after this thing it pushed. Okay, so what you need to do is that you have to come to setting after the under pages, and in here you have to select the branch as a GH pages, and then the root supposed to be the root. Okay, the moment that you do this, okay, you are all set, and after that you save it. Okay, the moment that you save it, another action will be pop up. The action will be pop up. It will be this one. This one is a deployment for the doing the entire thing. And the moment that you do the deployment, it will come here. And now you see this one is version 2. Okay. So the one that it is deployed is version 2. However, the default value that I said it was version 1. Okay. So what does it mean? It means that in reality, what you can do is that inside the code, for example, or not inside the code, you can go to the setting, and after that, again, under the variables, set the version of the, for example, the set the version of the API that you want to use, and after that, based on that, you can get a different variation of the app. Okay, so it means that you can have a very custom built type of, for example, web app that you are building. Okay, so that makes life more flexible and so on and so forth. Okay, so you can switch between the two. So you don't need to you don't you and for example, if anything happen in the production, you just can, for example, revert back or something like that. That makes life very easy and make it life more modular. Okay. However, if you change it this one here, and for example, so the problem that I was talking about since the beginning also, go to the actions and after that trigger this guy manually. So because I'm not sure you guys know or not, but you can come here and run these things manually. As mentioned earlier, okay, he will not update the branch gh pages. Okay, so at this moment I find out a workaround. Okay, definitely this is not something you want to do in production. Okay, but to fix this issue, okay, what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so this one is it's about the React Inversify, so I don't want to do the thing, but I don't want to put a lot of effort on the GitHub Actions and CI/CD pipeline, those kind of thing. So at the moment, you just can manually delete the guy. Okay, then run this action. Uh, so when you do this, he will himself. What he does is that he will update the GH pages. Okay, so he will update these GH pages. I could do this inside my GitHub Actions. Okay, but the issue is that even that I could have, for example, just put another instruction to, for example, delete every time before, for example, you run the guy. Okay. However, I don't want to do that. The reason that I don't want to do that is that when you clean the guy, okay, if you go to the setting and after that you go to the pages, your page under your pages, this one will be disappear. So it means that you have to manually go there and set it up and those kind of things. Okay, so this is the reason that I'm not doing it. It means that I'm not deleting it every single time. And definitely this thing have a more permanent solution. Okay, however, for just showcasing this, I think this is more than enough. I don't want to focus on the CI/CD. This course is not about CI/CD. If, for example, you guys are interested, maybe I can fix this thing and after that make it a blog post how to do these things. Okay, but I don't think so. Lots of people doing this kind of thing, so I don't want to waste time with this. Okay. So okay, so this one was the basic. Okay, so this one, it was a full overflow or over, for example, overview of that, how the, for example, dependency injection, and for example with Inversify, so we were using React and Inversify, right? So the domain driven design React and, for example, Inversify, how everything it is handled together and how everything bundled together. So this was a very good overview in my opinion. So this one, it was the first part. So in the next tutorial, I'm gonna focus on the testing. So I want to do something with the storybook. I haven't have a full picture of what I want to do, okay? But I'm gonna do something with the storybooks and, for example, maybe, for example, show you that now that we have dependency injection, how easy it become to do the testing, okay? Switching from one to another and those kind of things, okay? For example, just now, maybe, for example, this API version that I did, for example, maybe, for example, I mock it or something like that. Okay, so you can switch between the actual one and, for example, a mock version or something like that. So this is the drill that I'm planning to go for. Okay, because mocking it become much easier like that. However, I don't have the full plan yet. Okay, so I will do it most probably tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, so this one was the full flow of the entire thing. So if you have any question, please let me know in the down below. So please like, share, subscribe, and yeah. So as always, also if you want, you need somebody to help you in the next project, you can find me on Upwork. And if you need for, yeah, and if for my needs there, those kind of things, also I have affiliation blog, so you can help me to continue these videos. Thank you again and have a good day.